Hi, my name is Yan Li, and I will introduce my design project for Metro Studio in the next 10 minutes. The city of Detroit was a great metropolitan area in the past, and its sports auto industry was so brilliant in history. However, Detroit was going through a major economic and demographic decline in recent decades. In 2013, Detroit filed the largest metropolitan bankruptcy case in the U.S. history. Poverty, unemployment, crime, drugs, and urban disease like gentrification in the Detroit area are all ongoing social issues. I analyzed the vulnerability of Detroit City from perspectives of past, present, and future. The ups and downs of Detroit City, the vulnerable population at front line under risks, and the changing climate challenges of the future Detroit. All those issues are drivers to thinking about what the future Detroit looks like. I'm focusing on transportation systems to speculate the future design innovations. Transportation accounts for the largest proportion of greenhouse gas emissions. It's from cars. To improve the condition, non-motorized transportation is a good choice because of the low cost for the vulnerable communities. And the new trends showing walking, biking, car sharing, and public transit are becoming more desirable for Detroit residents. My study area is the Mackenzie neighborhood. A large vulnerable people lives here, and this neighborhood is enclosed by different types of road and exactly describe how transportation infrastructure blocks the accessibility and connectivity of the community. And based on the census data, I create the community persona to represent the typical families lives in Mackenzie. Remember, my topic is transportation system, so I started to imagine the experience of such families on the road. In this chart, I summarize the pinpoints from each person and each travel mode and what kind of design innovations can improve there. My big idea is better transportation options. I will introduce the specific strategies later. I like to mention there, since transportation matters the access and connection, I use this diagram to show my design rationale of site selection. I zoom in 3 times and have different considerations at each scales to ensure that my design will functional well at larger content. The design matrix is my brainstorm of site-specific design opportunities. I refined them after several round sketches. Then I created my site plan and design strategies. To achieve my big idea, better transportation option, my design solution is enhancing the streetscape. I selected the Grand River Avenue as my site, and I will go through each of the design strategies that reflect community's need in selected sections. The first strategy correlates to the access point of Grand River Avenue from people's home. I designed an extremely wide sidewalk to bring back the streetscape for people. It can encourage all kinds of activities here and furnishings like wayfinding boards to help people like the grandma in the family navigate the road and enhancing their experience. The second strategy, I go down a little bit of the Grand River Avenue. I divided the street space to move, hold, and serve more people, which can help the community address the double populations in 2050. I designed sideboarding as land stop to avoid conflicts between different transit modes and improve accessibility, connectivity, and waiting experience. Along the southeast directions, the strategy 3 is the gateway from the downtown to the neighborhood. Imagine the father from the family. When he back from his workspace, the artistic banners will creating a sense of visual identity and as a greeting from the neighborhood. Also, it's possible to have bike sharing programs here for inviting more people use bike. continue go along the Grand River Avenue. One segment here is the bridges over the I-96 highway. The design intentions here is adding landscape buffers to ensure the safety of biking and provide aesthetic enjoyment and thermal comfort for pedestrians. I also take advantages of the wind over the bridges and adding wind turbines here to generate electricity for powering the street lights. After the journey of Grand River Avenue, the last design strategies happens on the Oakmont Boulevard that intersects with our first strategy. I speculate the entire road with a big park to respond to the trends of non-motorized transportation system. In 2050, we didn't need cars to move anymore. We can just create the accessible destinations on the street. For example, maybe a sunny afternoon, the little girls of the family will enjoy the sunlight with the nature communities. I also designed the running paths for encouraging people to exercise within the natural habitat and enhance their health and well-being. In this page, I summarize the set furnishing to emphasize the multifunctionality of my design strategies, the accessibility, mobility, connectivity, safety, amenity, and identity. Recap my big idea. The ultimate goal is better transportation options. I hope all the design innovations works for the multifunctionalities and enhance the experience when people on the road. I will end my presentations here with my hero images.